Nígbà wo ló dà ó? Nígbà wo ló dà ó? Ìgbà wo? Nígbà wo ló dà ó? Nígbà wo ló dà ó? Ìgbà wo lọ̀lẹ́ ayọ̀ yóò sọ nínú mi tí wọ́n fẹ̀yìn gbọ́mọ pọ̀? Nígbà wo ló dà ó? Ìgbà wo? Mo ti gbìyànjú títí kí n lè fún ọlọ́mọ.
Oluronbi, as most people are aware, it's a traditional song, almost a nursery rhyme, and it goes. I can't speak Yoruba, but it translates. Many brought goats, some brought cows. Oluronbi promised her child. And as a producer, my key interest is with the character. And my question was, what sort of a woman would promise an unborn child for anything?
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ó jẹ́ ó gbọ́dọ̀ mú ṣẹ. Ọmọ tó ń fẹ́ ìrókò ti fún ọ. Ọmọ tó fún wọn ó fẹ́ gbà á. Gbangba ti dẹkùn kedere bẹ́bẹ́ wò. Sọ̀kọ̀ gírí.
Story, a myth, a popular myth that has been revisited in a musical way. As a matter of fact, it is a package, it's a total theatre package where you express story of Oluronbi in dance, in acting, in music, in everything. You know.
The writer Tunde Aladeshe is one of I would say one of our best kept secrets. For someone that has the accomplishments she's achieved in such a short period of time. This is a girl who's under 30 years old. I wish she wasn't camera shy because then she would be here to explain further. But she's one writer definitely that I have a lot of respect for. I have worked with in the past. I look forward to working with in future.
What I found was that most people know the song without really knowing the folktale, and then even with the story itself, there are different versions. We had to decide what version of the different folktales we wanted to use, and we selected this one. And all we had, of course, was a very big idea of what we started with, which was a barren woman, wife of the king, who makes a deal, what is pretty much a deal with the devil to have a child. And so everything else just, was working. We were working through the draft and thinking of what would be entertaining, what people would find amusing, and what would also touch people.
The script had 3 drafts. I read the first one. I felt this was sounded like a poem. Then the second one sounded more of drama. Then the third one came. I saw music.
As far as the director, Victor Eze, this is a man with 40 years experience in theatre across board. Dance, acting, directing, producing, writing. His pedigree is not to be, to be laughed at. You can't name any movement in theatre in Nigeria and not mention Victor Eze. It's impossible.
The dances in the play are like trying to embellish the play, try to like be cloth on the play. The dances are to give body and soul to the play. Yes, there is music, there is acting, but the dance again stood like the body. I had to follow spectacles and follow interpretation, expressions to approach the dance in the production Oluronbi.
Personally, I decided to take care of the work as a director in terms of using the work to let, most especially the ladies, know that it's a woman's world.
How do you identify a woman? A woman is children. A woman is a counselor, a source of support. No, a woman is her focus. A woman is obviously many things.
The play is expected to touch the mind of everybody, but most especially the ladies, to enable them dig into themselves.
According to the playwright, let me put it that way, Tunde, she's trying to make us understand that we are in the women's world. That whatever happens, like the saying is, behind every successful man, there is always a woman. But in this context now, in this play, it is not about just one woman. We have 3 wives, apart from Oluronbi herself.
Well, I call us 3, we're 3 wives, Olori. I play the Olori 1. We play I call us the disgruntled wives, housewives, queens. I'm one of the angry women that feel forsaken that their husband has gone to a 4th wife. She's the first woman to born.
I'm supposed to be like a princess, you know. My father gave me as a prize, a treaty to the king. So I'm supposed to be like, you know, the last wife before Oluronbi that the king doesn't really like.
But the moment Oluronbi comes into that family, she takes over control of everything. So she's in charge.
And where did that ever get me?
Oluronbi, it got me devoted.
Lucky. We should be on.
Oh, yes.
This 4th wife is actually different, and in all her difference, beauty, grace, and all, the only thing that makes her particularly stand out for her personally is because she doesn't have a child. And in her desperation to complete that role of being a queen, a mother, beautiful, graceful, she makes a bargain with the Idiroko, which is supposed to be a deity.
Oluronbi, speak.
What do I say?
Tell me what is in your heart.
The thing I've never carried in my hands, I've never carried on my back, and I've never held to my breast. For a month, a year, a day even. Anything to get rid of this stigma of barrenness, please.
You want a son for a day?
If that's what I get.
Why would you want a child for a day?
I see her as a very political character in the sense of she's manipulative. She has like an agenda, a target, a goal. And for her, it's not complete until that particular title, mother, is added to all her other achievements, which makes her feel, yes, now I have achieved what it is to be a queen and be a queen to these people. And of course, the king has a very terrible, very serious soft spot for her. So she's like the favorite wife right from the beginning to the end.
set the play in pre-colonial times to give it a unique cultural flavor and also to evoke a sense of familiarity and respect for our culture.
A man, as in Oluronbi himself, a man that is trying to satisfy the woman, Oluronbi, and also controls the kingdom, but is a weak king. So I now understand the challenge in between a man that is trying to control a kingdom and also trying to be a weakling in his own house, in his home.
Oh yes! You obviously succeeded so well, you forgot to tell me.
You knew I went to the Idiroko.
Oh yes! But I didn't know what kind of bargain you made. What is wrong with you? The people offer Idiroko chickens, rams, and goats. Why are you the one that makes that kind of bargain? To where?
I'm going back.
I said to where?
The style is what we call suggestive realism, in which case we are free to play with symbols, we are free to experiment, we are free to reach out, we are free to do almost everything that will enable us bring out whatever we want to bring out. We are not sticking to tradition because it's not a traditional play. We decided to treat it as a folk tale with open room for experimentation.
Today, a woman is made in Idiroko. Announcing the arrival a few hours before this one of the baby that made it go to never come. And the great money because of the senior wives may show them for the rest of their life. Maybe no shaking. May it choke you, pa. On your giddy. So today, everyone in here is invited to the coma of the child of Oluronbi.
Arakuri is the town crier. Now, he came in a disguised form from Idiroko. That's to come and guide Abike. That's the princess. Later, he has to really be himself. That's towards the end of the play for him to take away Abike.
You belong to me.
She's a very sports girl. She's a very vain girl. She doesn't give a damn about anybody else. But my greatest challenge has been vocally, like, I'm naturally not someone that speaks very loud.
You belong to me. Abike. Abike. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Who are you raising your voice at? Who is fighting with you? Are you ready? Ready or not, here I stand, ready to do as you command. Abike, what's Yanni? I've stopped fighting it. I've started eating again. I've even smiled with all my friends as if I'm the happiest girl in the world.
We have, in a sense, from a producer's perspective, the perfect blend of experience and passion. Those who are new to the project, Tomisin, Dolapo, Utibe, come in with a passion for the arts and a desire to succeed. You put them together with the professionals who can get that guiding, nurturing hand. You watch them get together, you see the chemistry unfold. And
this is my first real acting experience. So I've had the opportunity to work with professionals in the field and learn a lot from them. The moment I heard of Oluronbi and the standard on which it was going to be done and all of that, I had to be a part of it.
Small things. Luckily, they have the patience to sort them all out. Look at the
Tokwe is actually the mischievous one of the lot. She's very mischievous, she's very loud-mouthed, she doesn't hold back her words, she just talks anyhow, but she's very cynical too. She just believes that it's called a spade a spade. Don't try and start giving excuses or trying to make unethical explanations of how things are meant to be.
Don't mind her, because she doesn't know what she's talking about.
The role I'm playing is Shokbe, Abike's friend. She's a very, very exciting person. She's fun to be with, and she's a flirt. Yes, she's a flirt. She likes men.
Idiroko! I greet you!
We greet you, Maggie!
we have a talented cast and crew who from day one have been a family and have gone over and above the call of duty to make this project work, because we all recognize the enormity of the task facing us. It's a Broadway style musical. Singing, dancing, all live. No second takes, no camera tricks, with only the audience to judge you. That's what an actor lives for. That's what the producer is looking for. That's what the director wants to do.
Well, like I told you, I'm out of songs. But there is a girl I could spare for a little while.
Fine! I'll take her.
You'll take her? Knowing that one day you will have to give her back?
All you have to do is ask!
You have spoken your heart and I have listened. Go home, Oluronbi. You shall hear from me.
I'm the spirit Abike. I didn't even know I'm going to do it. Because when I came to production, I was like saying I'm going to dance. And also if I'm in spirit, I'm spirit Abike. I'm still dancing.
The women should use the play as a case study to understand themselves, their values, their worth, their strength, their weaknesses, and their position in this world, and how they can use what they've got to better the society.
I've never seen anything of this magnitude so well executed, so pinpoint excellence in Nigeria before. I'm saying it for the record. This hasn't been done before.